Hey everybody, I am here with a little Thrifty Thursday. If you watched my little goal setting video, you know I said I was going to use what I have. But that doesn't start till May, so I got a few days to play around and thrift a little bit. Actually, I just had some time after work, and we have several local antique / flea markets around town. And I stop in every once in a while just to walk around, just to see. Most of the time, they have nothing new. Most of the time. But today, they, of course, had a few things new. So, I picked up a few things. So, yeah. Where do I start? First, I'll start with this. If you watched my latest, I'm working on a wine journal, and I played around with some different, I played around with a cork to see if I could cut it in half to use along the spine, and it worked. And so I know my friend said that she had some wine corks and all that, but I don't want to use her stash. And you know, these were $1 or $2, and that'll be plenty for me to play around with. So, picked up those. I picked up these guys mainly because my booth, I'm playing around with how's best to display and decorate, and you know, because I have collage work, plus I have my journals, and so I'm always trying to figure out. But I think these are going to work. This one's a little broken. But these are 3 little easels. They're lightweight, and I can easily prop one of my collages on. So, yeah, I went ahead and grabbed those. I'm probably going to paint them black just because most of my stuff in my booth is, my decorations are black and all that. So, got those 3 guys. I picked up Reader's Digest. It's kind of a cool color. It was $1. So, anybody that does Reader's Digest knows that the covers are cool, and they're usually $3 and $4 and $5. But this one was $1, so I like that little tag. It's kind of a solid tag, so we will repurpose this somehow. So yeah, Reader's Digest book, and of course, you know, Reader's Digest has the some of the images in them. So I always go through them and make sure that there's not any images that I need before I completely get rid of them, or the insides per se. But this one's in good shape. It needs to be wiped down a little bit, but I thought that was kind of a cool cover. A different color, actually. It's like a darker teal. Picked up this bag of beads. And I'm curious, not that I really want to open these beads, but I want to open these beads. Let me clean out a bucket here, and we can open them. Actually, let's just do this. Pour them out on this lid here. I picked up this bag because it was a cheap little bag of beads, and there's some pretty big beads in there. And I'm working on a pink princess journal. Just got an order for it, and I'm thinking maybe some of these guys. So yeah, lots of big fun goods in here. I picked it up for these guys because they look like princess little beads. This one's kind of needs some repairs, but there was a handful of these. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. That's interesting. It's a phoenix on it. But yeah, these are some bigger beads. They're pink princess type beads. And that's cool in itself as a dangle. It's very heavy. So yeah, these are pretty. They're red and black and white. And then this is a little thing of some blue seed beads that gotta be careful that they don't go everywhere. Oh, look at that guy. That's pretty. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I have plenty of beads and buttons and things like that, but not really big ones. So that was cool. That works for me. I'm good with that. Good little purchase. I found this, and I haven't decided. It's trim. It's beaded trim. I don't know how much is here, but enough to do a journal or two, I'm sure. But I haven't decided if it's pretty. It's got little diamond-ish beads, and the center beads are like iridescent. But it just feels so good. It's got a pretty weight to it. And I'm working on, in my brain, collecting pieces for a journal for myself. And I think this will work with it very well. So I grabbed these. And this little guy, this is a phone book for a little town in Arkansas. I don't see a date on it. I wonder if I can find a date. 1981 for these towns in Arkansas, little bitty towns. But it has been very well loved. Very well loved. Almost on every page. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Very well loved. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was $1. And so it is now, will go in my vintage stuff. One of these days I'll figure out what to do with it. But anyways, like I said, very well loved. Very cool. Vintage. For $1, I picked it up. The next thing I got is these guys. This is a pile of, I'm looking for something that I can show you. It's better colors. I've got to figure this out. Okay. So you can see it better. It's a pile of hand-stitched quilting pieces. I don't know how many are here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Love this one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is kind of ripped, but that's okay, and 18. 18 little squares, obviously hand stitched, obviously vintage. I don't know what I'll do with these just yet. I'm quite fond of them though. So my last but not least, let me tell you, this booth had 4 of these. 4 of them. One was in pristine condition. Absolutely gorgeous. I put it in my cart. I walked around with it for a while, but I put it back. And I'll probably dream about it. Because it was just it's a little out of my price range, and I'm not 100% what I'll do with it yet. But, so one was pristine. The other 3 were not in great condition. And cheaper price, obviously. Let me just show you. Let me just show you the one I came home with. I wanted to come home with all 4 of them, but I talked myself out of all 4 of them, and I wanted to just come home with 2 of them. The pristine one and this one, the cheapest one, because it's in rough shape. But let me just show y'all. It's got a mirror on it. I am in love with this guy. He's in bad shape. Let me just turn him on his side so you can kind of see. His cover needs to be redone because he's falling apart. His spine needs to be redone. He's all there, but he's missing his spine. The back of him, you can see he's very well loved. He was red velvet, but he's in bad shape. The cover's in bad shape. Check out this. Let me take this thread off. This is his latch, and it works. And how it works is, I don't know if you can see it. You twist this little thing, and that tightens it. And you untwist it, or actually you twist it and it tightens it. And you untwist it, and it pops off. So the clasp is in really good shape. The cover is not. The spine is not. But it has a really pretty mirror on the front that can be cleaned. It's not stained. It just needs some good cleaning. So, this was the one that was the cheapest, because he's in the worst shape as far as his cover and his frame and all that. But let me show you this. He is full of photos. I don't know how old these are. I don't know anything about this, actually. So his cover's in bad shape, but his binding is still in good shape. These pages are still in really good shape. I mean, there's a couple of rough marks, but overall, they're in great shape. This is a real thick cabinet card. It gets better. Isn't that gorgeous? Got these smaller ones. All the smaller ones. This is our last page. And our, like I said, our spine is our spine is in rough shape. But I couldn't pass them up. So there was 4 there. One was in pristine shape, like it was gorgeous. The front of it was absolutely gorgeous. The latch worked, the spine was intact, the fuzzy fabric on the back was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I just couldn't bite the bullet and get it. But I did leave my phone number if the guy wants to change his price a little bit, because it's kind of expensive. But anyways, there's 4 of them. The really pristine one, this one that was in bad shape but had all of its pictures, and then the other 2, the covers were in okay shape, but it had no pictures in them. They had the pages, they just didn't have the pictures. And so my plan is to redo this guy. There's my phone. Hi. My plan is to redo this cover. I've never done that before, but I think it's doable. What do you think? Am I just crazy? Did I just spend a couple of dollars that I probably shouldn't have on a big, crazy, gorgeous book that's filled with pictures? So that is my thrift haul for today. It's raining, and I am going to eat me a bite of dinner and work on my wine journal, because I need to work on my wine journal. So, thanks for joining me as I dug through these goodies. Tell me what you think. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. So I will be working on journals the next couple days. And this weekend, I'm going to try to jump on here and do some Create With Me's if I've got something going on, instead of just randomly working on stuff. But anyways, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me with this Thrifty Thursday. And take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.